Haven't been on my channel before, my name's Jamie. I'm with Southeastern Soul Tribe, and today it is Taurus's turn. I try to come out with, as often as possible, these zodiac sign readings as time goes on. I have been inconsistent in the past. I'm working on that. I went through traveling, illnesses, and things like that. You know, life be life in us, right? If you would like a personal reading, please go to my About section or down in the description box here, and you can get all the information regarding that. I do those readings. If you would like just to ask a question or something in the by email, you can do that and get an emailed reading. We can talk about the process of that. Just email me. All my information is below, okay? I also have a link to Patreon on there. Until I am more consistent and everything is more steady again, I am not posting it over there. So I'm doing the whole reading here. I'm not putting an extension on Patreon. So I don't want anybody to be misconceived about that. I'm not taking the link out because I plan on going back to Patreon. It's just going to take a little bit. I want to get up to 1,000 subscribers first on here. I had dropped off a little bit from being inconsistent, but we're going to fix that. All right. All right. Let's see what is going on for Taurus. I read for relationships to help you improve the relationships that are in your life currently. And because that is the center of everything. And so it could be about love relationships. It could be about your family. It could be about your own spiritual growth, because that is part of maintaining relationships in our lives, even the relationship with ourselves. All right. So for our Taurus collective, spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, what messages do we have for Taurus? Remember, the eclipse is coming up on the 8th. So you need to look and see where Aries is in your chart. Since Pluto's in Aquarius, you need to look and see where Aquarius is in your chart. What house is it in? That's going to be where it affects. But this eclipse, there is a strong energy around looking at your polarity point. So if you're a sun sign Taurus, you probably need to take a look at where your Scorpio is in your chart. This eclipse may create something about that polarity point. I've been noticing that as a consistent thing in my readings, okay? So look at the axis, know what you're talking about on that as far as your birth chart goes. All right, the two cards that came out, and I'm curious about the Metatron card. That's about your third eye opening. So you may be getting a heightened level of intuition. One thing that can block that is holding on to things that you are no longer beneficial for you. So that I'm getting off the number 4 that is associated with this 40 card where it breaks down. It's also coming in sideways. So I feel like there's a possibility that you may be trying to let something like that go. That's just what I'm getting off that card. Also, this also breaks down to a 4 card, the holding on to things that don't serve you feeling that I get from this card. It's also the number 13, but it's financial constraints in the upright, but this is coming in the reverse. So it tells me that you may be coming out of a time period finally of, you know, not being so financially constrained. So if you've got Taurus in your sun sign, then you're going to notice that in your environment, finally coming out of financial constraints. And your intuition might be starting to come back online. That's interesting because the intuition coming back online was the thing that I was getting with the Aries reading too. Their intuition was getting ready to come back online. And maybe this is what's going to happen with the eclipse. Maybe there's going to be more of an awakening here. You know, for people being able to see toxicity around them and things like that. All right, Taurus, it says that believe in magic. So if you must believe in some magic or you wouldn't be watching tarot. I've learned that throughout my journey. But do you believe in magic? Do you really believe in it? Or are you just watching because you're skeptical or you're curious? There's a little something that's pushing you in that direction, and that's why it's a twinkling of an awakening, perhaps. So you need to take action with passion. So what is it that drives your passion? That's what we need to look at. And a lot of us think about passion sometimes only as sexuality, and that's not always the case. Passion is driven by fire energy, okay? So, sorry, lost connection. I was on the Wi-Fi, so I cut it off so I could be back on data. Anyway, think about somebody when it comes to fire energy, a sun sign like Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, especially Aries. I mean, they tend to just run after whatever they want with no inhibitions. Aries is like the first breath that you take. They're the ones that will go forward without fear. And those people, their energy, it's fiery, passionate. They have an inner drive to do things. That inner drive that makes you really want to go after something, just like sexuality, is something that Tauruses sometimes are so grounded they have a hard time doing that. They have a huge passion normally for building their home and the comforts of home and higher levels of commitment and things like that. Very traditional, typically. A Taurus would be in their sun sign, in their regular everyday life. So let's look for our Taurus collective. What's going on in their love relationships? What's at the base of the Taurus watching today? What's going on in their love life or their life? So Hermit. This is a Virgo energy. It's in the upright coming up at the base of the reading. You might be making new plans, or you might be just doing the routine, going about your business. That could be why you're coming out of financial restraint, because you had to go into a place where you were rebuilding sometimes. All right. What is a possible block, or what's in the way? Those are not, I'm going to have to do these cards this way. What's in the way for Taurus? All right, Page of Swords. You may have recently gotten a new message of truth, or you found out some truth, or you're seeing some new truth that might be causing you to sway back and forth or get out of your routine. So we'll clarify and see what that is in a moment. But let's see what got us here. What's in the recent past that brought us to this point, Spirit, for Taurus? How many cards is this? 4. So they want to tell us the story. So there was a lot of confidence with the Leo energy, the sun in the upright. I almost see a celebration here. A lot of happiness revolved around that. That's because the sun, if you're going toward the sun, that is happiness. So we were excited, happiness. We were manifesting maybe something new or something to come into our life, yet we were waiting. We definitely wanted a new Ace of Cups, a new love opportunity possibly that come in. And we may have actually received that after some time of waiting, or we got a message of truth about that, and now we're hermiting. We may also be going within on our own, just doing our routine and keeping to ourselves. And we know the truth about it. Because we recently found that out based on a new opportunity or a new emotional thing that we know. It's all in the upright, so it doesn't seem to be bad. We are hoping and dreaming for happiness with this Ten of Cups in the upright. Of course, who isn't? That's happy family, happy life. That's the ultimate thing, you know? Who isn't wanting that in their life? So that's a great dream to have. It looks like your dreams are in alignment with something that should be correct, you know? And what is our fear? What is Taurus's fear? Sometimes these fears are in our subconscious and we can't even see what we're really afraid of. The moon. Balancing your dark and your light side. And also not being positive. Cancerian energy. Also the star. Our healing. Also Aquarius. Or there may be an Aquarius Cancerian energy around you that you are afraid of. Or an Aquarius who can't make up their mind about something. You never know. But this is also about healing and about being open with our feelings. This is an air card and a water card. So this is about emotions, the way we feel about things and the expression that we have about it. Aquarians is the thought process, the dreams, hopes, and aspirations that we have. Sometimes we can be afraid of our own star. Whatever our own reality is, whatever that dream is that we've been looking at for ourselves, we may be afraid of it. What's coming up in the near future for Aquarius? I'm sorry, for Taurus. I know I'm reading for Taurus. Sorry, guys. All right. Two of Swords. It's decision time. Also, Temperance. Sagittarius. Having patience. Notice the twos that she's got. You may have a couple of decisions you're tossing back and forth. This to me looks a lot like the Two of Cups. In this depiction, in this particular thing. I've also noticed the color of like tan and gold. So we're needing to utilize our intuition, have a lot of patience while we're trying to make a decision. We're a little bit torn between the past and the present right here. I can see with this Two of Swords. You're on the precipice though. Your intuition is awake about it. And I've noticed also this right here is telling me something about the past and the present. So you're still teeter-tottering a little bit. So it's almost like you have two timelines that you could choose from right now. Are you going to go left or are you going to go right? Are you going to go to the past or are you going to go to the forward? Are you going to go to the new? That's the question. All right. What is an outside influence? Coming from the outside, what would that influence be that could be affecting or something Taurus don't see? Wow, this is the Nine of Swords. So it's not quite complete, but it's thoughts in your mind. This is air energy. We're going to clarify and see what that's about. But this is an outside influence of energy that could be that energy right here is what's keeping you in between. In the in-between. What's happening here? You're going back and forth. I can't wait to clarify this. What is the possible outcome here? You've got two cards for your possible outcome. Here we are with the King of Cups. Your heart filling up with love, or you may have a water sign coming toward you in the near future. And here's the Queen of Pentacles, feeling perfectly fine in your own right and open. There may be you coming together because you're looking cheerfully and happily toward this water sign. So Taurus may be coming together with a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancerian. That's something to think about. I don't know, but we'll only know as time goes on, right? So let's see if we can't get some clarifications here for you. So far, Taurus, there's Leo, there's Virgo, there's Aquarius, Cancer, Sagittarius. All the water signs are here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then you, I really feel like this is you, the Queen of Pentacles, or the Taurus I'm listening to. If you identify as masculine usually, then you're balancing that feminine energy. It's really not about gender. Also, Gemini is on the table, just barely though, but that's also Virgo energy as well. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of, like I said before, passion is definitely an issue here. So while there's a lot of earth energy here, there's a lot of cups. The only passion was just a spark of it that was happening in the recent past. Temperance is coming in, the Sagittarian energy of the air, of the fire signs. Sagittarius is more of the balanced one. They're not so fast to make the decision. They're also the lie detectors of the zodiac. They'll wait and pay attention more to their intuition than, say, a Leo or an Aries will. Or you might have Leo in your chart, which is good. You can pull on that energy. All right. What were we trying to manifest in the recent past? Was it this Ace of Cups? Show me, Spirit. No, it's wanting to clarify this outside energy. There's a lot of heartbreak. There's a heart healing that needs to happen here. What was the heartbreak about for Taurus? Somebody might not have fought for a connection here. Is that the case? What else is about? Oh, and there was no celebration. Nobody fought for a reconnection. Nobody fought, and there may have been a third-party influence. Might have been with a Scorpio, but also this Scorpio death card, it is about rebirth. And you got to realize when that happened for you, not to you. What does Taurus need to know about that connection? The thing that's keeping you stuck and looking back at this is the fact that you invested a lot of time, energy, and maybe even money into a connection, and you feel like it's wasted time. So I'm going to encourage you to watch my Aries reading that I did yesterday. I really want you to look at that. The message is so similar, it's uncanny here. A lot of the same cards with a completely different deck that have been shuffled. And I did a private reading yesterday using these, and the same cards in a lot of ways, or the same message seems to be coming out for Taurus. So I want you to look back at that, please. And even if you don't have any Aries in your chart, there's a message in there for you. And this is a continuation of that. Yes, this is the place that you could get stuck in if you don't go ahead and take the blindfold off. In the near future, you have a connection coming in. If your heart has been closed off because it has been broken, that is coming back. That's what this signature is. You had to deal with this water sign or this water energy in order for heart healing to happen. Your heart had to break. Think of it like working out. If you're in the gym and you're working out, you cannot build muscle if you don't rip the muscle first. Ironic, isn't it? It's just like a body. It is a part of your body, but your heart is also a feeling and emotion that you have. In order to heal it, sometimes you have to break it so that you can awaken that energy, regain passion. It'll kill the passion. The emotion will for a while. Earth energy and a lot of water energy can really push somebody down and hold them down. So finding that passion, or sometimes meeting somebody who has a lot of it, but the water sign coming into someone's life like that will open their heart up. It will awaken that part of them. And then sometimes the rip away will heal that heart space that has been blocked for so long. So now you're in the in between, and you're looking forward and you're looking back, and you're trying to figure out how to move on so you can go forward. You want hope and passion for something new. You don't want to keep looking back. I know that feeling. I've been there. You feel like the investment there cost you a lot of money and time. So now you're trying to make up for it. That part's coming back online. Your intuition is waking up. And this eclipse might be the push, because it is in Aries, that goes ahead and puts that fire under your ass, you know? So that's good to know. Any advice for Taurus? Yes, this Cancerian energy is going to come in reverse. Stop looking at both sides of the fence now. How can they do that, Spirit? It's just saying, you know, you got to stop looking at the walking away. You got to stop focusing on the fact that you made the decision to leave, or the not walking away is part of the decision that you've been juggling. It's time to stop juggling that. Stop juggling. There's twos all over the place here. Yes, your intuition may come to you more in the night within your dream state. So pay attention to your dreams. It's laying on top of the Virgo card here. That's telling me that you need to create a plan to always write down your... See, this says journey by moonlight. Do you believe in magic? Well, you got to awaken that intuition, just like this card. Okay? So that's what it's saying. You will get a message. The Knight of Swords comes in and it moves fast. You're going to get a message. You'll get information and clarity about the past, and that will help you. All right, Taurus. Let's see. I think I'm going to go around the zodiac for you guys real fast, because I know I didn't do that for Aries yesterday. I just didn't feel led to. But for you guys, I feel like I need to go around the zodiac and see, since there's so many signs that flew out here, let's see what's going on with the relationships in your life, and get a little more detail for that. Use this little light seer's deck for that one. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides for Taurus. Let's go around the zodiac for them to see who they might be dealing with. Let's start with Aries. What if Taurus is dealing with an Aries? If Taurus is dealing with an Aries, if you're dealing with an Aries, this Aries may be running away from a lie or deception about an offer, or something about money or stability. Maybe even running away from a friendship, an offer of friendship. And that Seven of Swords, not a good card. It's either you or them lying and deceiving themselves or someone else. So beware. There's still some turmoil and something that somebody doesn't see with an Aries. What about Taurus with a Taurus? This is you with yourself, or you with, or if you're dealing with another Taurus, this is what you don't see, or the information that you need to know regarding that relationship. I got 4 cards for it. So the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, meaning it may not have went in your favor, Taurus, this last time. The Leo energy in the reverse, there is an issue with self-confidence within that relationship. Also, the Two of Swords. There has been a decision made, or a decision needs to be made regarding a Cancerian. The Cancer is looking at the Leo and the person in the Two of Swords. So you might be also, there is a Cancer or Leo energy that is involved here with you, Taurus. And you definitely need to take a look at that relationship. I don't know if this is them or you needing to make the decision, but there is something revolving around confidence, teeter-tottering between decisions here. There is going to be a divine intervention too with the Wheel of Fortune if it hasn't already happened. You'll know. It depends on your circumstance and where you're at on the timeline. All right, Taurus, dealing with Gemini. All right, if you're dealing with a Gemini, a relationship may not have come together, and you may not have received the offer from this Gemini that you were hoping to get. So that could be disappointing. Definitely disappointing. You know, there may have been some kind of deception around money involved here. I'm getting, because of the way this fell. And definitely a factor with either earth energy, most definitely water energy, and a little bit of air. So there could have been an imbalance there with the way somebody was thinking about the relationship and everything. All right. So what if Taurus is dealing with a Cancerian? There's that water energy. Taurus with a Cancerian. The Cancerian, yeah, there was a lot of passion. The Cancerian may have came toward you with a lot of passion, or you were the one going after them with a lot. There might have been a lot of sexual chemistry here. One of you had a heart full of love for the other, but you were really not looking. There was no connection of love and passion together. The passion was more sexual. The love seemed to have been going in a different direction and might not have been heading toward you, or the opposite way. Maybe you were in it for sexuality. Although there wasn't a manipulation, there was a genuine interest in everything here, but the connection didn't come together because it was fire and water. There was no stability, no earth energy for sure here. And love and passion can do everything, but without a foundation and a solid plan, that may have been why that didn't come back together. Is there potential? Probably. But the person, the water sign, needs to get out of their emotions a little bit, because it may have put the fire out here. Or there was a factor revolving an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy that may have affected the relationship. If Taurus is dealing with a Leo, there has been a final completion. If you were dealing with a Leo, this is closed out. All right, Taurus, because you have learned the lesson. There's two tens here, 1010. Look up angel number 1010. See what 1010 means for you. That might be a number that's relevant. Also, tens are completion. The relationship's over, or because of a completion, it may be coming together in complete happiness with 10 of Pentacles, or there may have been a lot of money made or a lot of money involved in the completion of this situation with the Leo. All right. So also there's a lot of air energy and pentacle energy. It could have been all about money. if Taurus is dealing with a Leo, which is odd. There's no wands here. There's no cups. But there's no clarification on this either. So you'll have to put that where it belongs. Right now, the focus and the issue is about the thoughts around money. And there are 2 tens. So that means something has completed, a cycle has wrapped up. That don't mean that the relationship might be over. It might not be, or you may be coming off of completion and going toward a Leo. It's up to you. You'll know. It should hit your intuition when I tell you that. All right. What about a Taurus with a Virgo? Sorry. Taurus with Virgo. Okay, here's an air sign here. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Also, lessons learned here, 10 of Wands. Okay, with the Leo, the 10 of Swords, somebody got really hurt and it had a lot to do with money. There's a completion here also with the Virgo. Also, something about this air sign is not looking at the lesson at all. Leo or Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They might have told the truth, or you told the truth about the lesson that needed to be learned here. There is a separation with this air sign, or there's a lot of truth revolved. And I'm noticing the owl here, the birds, everything. There's a lot of intuition awakening through this connection. So this might be a Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius combo. Man, we learned some lessons, but there is a completion here with this, between this Virgo, or there may need to be a plan put into place now that we've learned the lesson about that when it comes to the thoughts around the lessons that we learned. We might need to take those lessons into the future. With the owl here, I'm thinking wisdom. Turn your wisdom into your work. Find the passion based on the wisdom you learned from those lessons. That will create the passion. All right? It happened for you, not to you. That's the way you got to look at it. All right. It's helping you develop the plan, in other words, Taurus. So pull on Virgo energy, or if you're dealing with a Virgo, there's an air sign involved there somehow. We've learned a lot from that one. But it is complete, or a cycle is complete. All right. Now, speaking of air signs, what if Taurus is dealing with a Libra? You may get a message, maybe one that you've been waiting on, or a message of passion, a friendly type message about a judgment call being made by a Libra, about a Libra, or a dream of a Libra, the thought about a Libra. We want a judgment to be made. This is Libra and Taurus together. If we were waiting on a message, that message is going to be coming in. There is going to be a judgment call made either by you or this Libra. And I can't tell in what direction. The only indication I get is a rebirth feeling. Somebody's awakening. There's inner peace coming out, or they're giving up something to spirit. Or you may get a message from your intuition about a Libra that says, I'm just giving it to God. You put that where it belongs, Taurus, okay? Got my hair going wonky here. All right. Taurus dealing with Scorpio. If Taurus is dealing with a Scorpio, what's going on with that? If you're dealing with a Scorpio, you see this person as your husband. You see them as the boss, the father. It may be a father, maybe the father of your children. But you see money. There's also an Aries here. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is sitting here looking at these cards. You see this Scorpio as the be-all and end-all of everything. You might be happy with them. There might be a happiness to be had. But it's two masculine energies. It may be a same-sex situation. I don't know you. But they're also, you guys may also, or you might be looking at them and they're looking somewhere else. And you know it. Your intuition is telling you. But you're sitting over here with your money just looking like I see you. I ain't moving. If I want you, I'll come and get you. If not, we'll just both sit here just like this. One just as stubborn as the other. Or Taurus, Aries, Libra. This is Taurus, Aries, Libra, and Scorpio energy. Interesting. Taurus and Scorpio are opposite. Libra and Aries are opposite. This is about a Scorpio. Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn are here with the King of Pentacles. But Virgo is opposite. No, Virgo's opposite of Pisces. Never mind. Pisces ain't here. Anyway, about the opposites. Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Libra. I'm seeing that in this. So look at your north and south nodes like I told Aries. What if Taurus is dealing with a Sagittarius? What's going on with the Sagittarius? I feel like a Sagittarius could possibly be running away from you. You might get a message about that. You might be realizing that it's not really about love. I'm sorry to tell you that, or that their heart space is closed. It's somebody, if it's a Sagittarius, this is a knight. It's somebody that you've known for a little while. They're not brand new, but they've been around maybe a year, 2 years, something like that. It's not somebody you've known forever. There might not be a lot of love lost here. It could just be a friend. Or it could just be, I don't see any ones here. I just see a lot of thought and somebody with a closed heart space is what I'm getting off that. All right. What if Taurus is dealing with the Capricorn? If you're dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, there may be an Aquarius involved, or there is a lot of healing that has been had during this relationship, or it's going to bring a lot of healing in. But there is a lack of investment being made here. And we may be hoping and dreaming that this person, we may also be hoping that a Capricorn will stop investing, maybe stop investing in an Aquarius, or that because of a lack of investment, a Capricorn could be missing out on an opportunity with an Aquarius. You put that where it belongs, but there's an Aquarius, or just the healing aspirations, thoughts, and dreams that could be had with this Capricorn. There's not been a lot invested in it at all, and that could be something that you need to do or they need to do. All right. What if Taurus is dealing with an Aquarius? There's Libra energy here with Justice. Also, there might be a third party influence. Children might be an influence with an Aquarius. There might be a Libra, Taurus. It might be a Libra, Taurus combo. But this is Aquarius as well. Libra, Taurus, Aquarius. I'm getting a notice on kids. Kids may be coming in between or something about the past, but you may be gaining balance with an Aquarius, Taurus. Or your hopes, dreams, aspirations, and healing could be happening through your children and through past life connections. But that balance takes you into the future. Gaining that balance, it will get rid of financial constraints and things like that. So when we say that you've been teeter-tottering or looking to the past, that don't mean you got to disconnect from your kids, but it means the connections that didn't serve you. But there's a whole lot revolving between Aquarius and Taurus about children and balancing, having justice around children and past life connections. All right. What if Taurus is dealing with a Pisces? This Pisces Taurus is really up in their head about something, and they may not be operating in their best ability. This is Libra, Aries energy also. They may be losing passion, or they don't have any new ideas of their own, and they're really up in their head about it. They don't know how to stand up in their own right. They don't know they're up in their mind about a parent, or that's the basis of everything, Taurus, with this Pisces. Pisces has a problem of their own that they need to deal with here. And or you might be up in your head about a mother who's a Pisces, who is not, they might be manipulating with their power. There might be a power play here with feminine energy, okay? What if Taurus is dealing with, oh wait, we went all the way around the zodiac, didn't we? All right. If there's been a heart space that needs healing, it's going to happen for you. Let me get some final advice from these meditation cards for you. Well, one piece of advice for our Taurus collective from these new cards that we have. Something they can do for the improvement of their relationships and their intuition and their spiritual growth. I'm not going to take those two. I'm going to take this one. Divine nudges. You may be getting information or ideas from spirit. Like I said, it may come in your dream space, so pay attention to your dreams. Make sure you write these things down. Synchronicities and so-called coincidences are clear signs that spirit's knocking at your door. These blessings and signs of grace are not just more coincidences, but are evidence that you are and always will be connected to Spirit. Spirit working through synchronicity can manifest in some unique ways. Some people refer to these occurrences as divine nudges. All right? Examples of these include hearing the same phrase from more than one person in a day or identical numbers repeatedly showing up in your life. Have you met an individual out of the blue who seemed to answer a question that you were just asking yourself? All right, these are all signs for you to pause, be open, pay attention, and most importantly, to acknowledge that Spirit is sending you a message. When you're developing your spiritual abilities, Spirit knows how you need to develop and evolve and will continue to steer you in the direction for your highest good. You may not always follow Spirit's prompts, but you'll still be continually and gently nudged forward. By following the prompts and guidance, you'll notice how more people, situations, and synchronicities start to appear in your life. When you notice the divine nudges, the easier it is for them to multiply and give you spiritual guidance. Be open to synchronistic signs. Welcome them and act on them accordingly, for these are signs that Spirit is there to guide you and help you. So, Taurus, that's your reading. Thank you for coming to Southeastern Soul Tribe. Much love and light to you. And until next time, please like, share, and subscribe. Mwah.